Sorry. I have to deal with a lot because my computer. Open game. Alright. The thing that sucks is being very small. Try to enlarge it as much as I can. The window. Where it's not too big. Alright. We're gonna be playing Colored Gaze, a yandere visual novel. Alright. Tired. Sorry. Colored Gaze. You couldn't read that fast enough. Whatever. Anyway, you can't remember the last time you've gone out of your way to do things outside of school or your part-time for these past few months. It's been a struggle to live by yourself after moving out of your parents' house that it's hard to find free time to do whatever. Can I speed up text? I think it's going weirdly. No. Things being set up weirdly. Like it. Having to juggle between college classes in the day and part-time into the night. However, this year would be your last year. Soon you'll be free after you graduate. Well, more like less stuff to stress about and maybe get out of the gloomy convenience store. You sigh as you turn the doorknob to your apartment, wishing you weren't so weighed down by working class. Maybe you'd get some time to relax and even meet someone nice. I'm so beat. You groan, dropping your bag onto the wooden floors of your room, letting out a small thud. You plop yourself onto the comfort of your bed, making the most out of each second of comfort you could. Before preparing to work at the convenience store, local convenience store in your neighborhood. Sorry, I'm out of it. I have an idea. Right, it's my night shift. Shift tonight. Fuck, can I ever get a break? You whine as you roll onto your side, still tired from 8 hours of college lectures. Sit back on the side of your bed in a tired hunch, letting out a heaved and drained sigh as you contemplate whether to go out or not. I really don't know. I really don't want to go, but I have to do it. I have to do it. You grimace at the thought of needing to keep up with your rent and basic living expenses. Oh, there's a little black stuff top. I need to. There we go. So it doesn't look weird. As soon as you have all your needed belongings, you open your phone to text your coworker Avery. Said that you'll be there in a few minutes, to which you receive a monotonous reply. Okay, hurry up. Sigh and put your phone into your pocket and head over to your workplace. As the sun slowly sinks down the horizon, the orange sky changes into the cold, quiet night. Does look familiar. Damn, it's so cold out already. Felt yourself shiver from the cold breeze as you neared the local convenience store from where you worked. Looked up to see the bright, flickering signage you know all too well. Convenience call day. Conveni all day. Oh, Conveni all day illuminated the street in purple and white colors. Honestly, it was such bad taste in design. Soon you're at the automatic glass doors at the convenience store. I see Avery behind this register, scrolling through his phone like usual. Let out a deep sigh and walk through the doors as soon as they open. Alright. Oh, you're finally here. I thought you were kidnapped or something. Shame. Sits in a sarcastic, annoyed tone, phone in hand and clearly wanting to get out of his shift as soon as he could. Good to see you too, Avery. You roll your eyes in response as you made your way into the staff room. Placing your bag into one of the lockers, you quickly dress yourself into your work shirt. Quickly, Avery's went bursting in and rushing to change as well. So the manager said I gotta leave the rest of the work to you, since you'll be staying longer than I do. So here's all you gotta do. He hands you the piece of paper with his handwriting on it. It was definitely not the manager. What? Okay, thanks. Avery, hold by. I'm gonna kill him. Before he could even flinch, he waved a hand goodbye and had already sped off to who knows where. Never mind. We groaned at how you were left with coworkers' unfinished work. Avery has always been like this. He can't even get a word out, and he has the manager always on his side. Guess that's what happens when you're the favorite nephew. A damn twink. Someday the manager will catch him slacking. Despite having a cute face they so pride themselves in, their actual personality didn't quite match. You sigh in defeat and head back out, taking your place behind the register. You watch as very few customers walk in and browse around the store as you help them with their purchases. Your usual burrowing part-time work just to keep up with school and apartment rent. School allowance, your parents wasn't exactly enough to cover up city living expenses, so you didn't bother your poor old parents to ask for more. They barely have enough for themselves from their pension. You groaned, deep in thought, as the faint music from the speakers filled the store. If only they could make me full-time and pay me more. I have to deal with... Nope. Hey. Hello, how are you doing? That's just... I feel like that would be me. Like, hey, how you doing? Here, the automatic doors open and find a tall figure, suspiciously in all black clothings and a black face mask worn over his face and a cap. His tall stature and vibrant red eyes behind the man's glasses gave a chilling feeling up your spine. It's quite dark now, and there have been reports of dangerous activity in the area lately. He gulped nervously as your eyes followed his movements. Welcome to the convenience store. You managed to stutter out your usual employee greeting to the customer, hoping he was a customer. He raised his head and you flinched as you noticed his eyes squint at you for a moment before turning around. Think fuck. You carefully watched him go around each aisle. You noticed he wasn't touching any of the items on the shelves. Like any normal customer would look at the items, at least. It was very weird. He just stared at the items on the rack, then went to the next shelf and did the same. Then he turned his head in your direction, right back at you. Jump as he took notice of your gaze on him, he yelped in surprise and looked away. Shit. I don't like being in this situation. Alright. Well, he hushed squeak and can feel yourself grow cold. Take a slow, deep breaths. Calm yourself in your mind. He didn't see me. Totally didn't. Just browsing. Calm down. You hear a cough, as if to get your attention. Excuse me? You flinch in surprise. You hear the man's deep voice. Clearly his throat, which sounded much like a growl. You looked up and it was a tall man with a face mask. He was towering over you as he looked down, locking eyes with you. Hello. Yes, is there something you need, sir? We're so bad at it. We're so bad at existing. You squeaked. The bubbly feeling of stranger danger wells up in your chest. He slid his hand out of your pocket and you held your breath. The way the scene looked right now wasn't good. Don't get our head down, avoiding the gaze of a red-eyed stranger. Could get one of the red label behind you. I mean, the smokes. In that case, huff and puff. You bet at this? What? Oh, you're gonna murder me. Yeah, like it's worth it. I'm carrying more. You lift your head back to attention and realize his hand pointing to the back as the cigarette case. The man blinked, holding his red gaze onto yours before he slid his face mask down. Oh, sorry, could I get a pack with the red label in that case behind you? One that says Huff and Puff? You blinked for a second. Oh, you just wanted to get a cigarette pack. You sighed in relief in your mind. You said, your eyes panned down to his eerie smirk and noticed his teeth were really sharp. Yeah. Not to mention that the man had vibrant red eyes. It was quite mesmerizing. Oh, sorry, I'll get that for you, sir. Falling around and quickly opened the case to get the pack the customer asked for and placed it on the counter. Notice he also take a single piece of candy bar from the first shelf, which surprised you since you didn't see him holding it as you were too focused on watching him go around. Will that be all, sir? Yeah, that'll be all. See if this man's face felt strange as his features were very unique. Your fear slowly became an interest. This caught you off guard as you saw him smirk, clearly teasing you about the way you kept staring at him the whole time he's been here. I'm sorry, I've just never seen anyone like you before. Now I'm gonna come in with full black clothing at night with a face mask. Nervously fumbled as you scanned your items. You gulped down the feeling of embarrassment as you tried to utter out another apology to the stranger. Again, I'm really sorry if I seem, Before you could finish your sentence, the man cut you off with a chuckle. No, it's alright, I get that a lot. It was colder than usual, so I had to cover up. Sorry if I scared you. Alright. He said it in such a smooth tone as he reassured you that you didn't offend him in any way. You sighed as you smiled at the stranger. He seemed more than calm and nicer than you thought. You watched him put his face mask back up, covering his face once more. Okay, don't worry about it. Sorry, what was your name? Yeah, Ceci. Wait for your response. Must have forgotten your name tag on when you changed in the staff room. Alright. I'll calmly answer. I don't see the point not to. It's Snow. Eh, cute. Suits you. Your cheeks flushed pink from the little compliment. You can call me Seth. Call me Mr. is too formal for me. I see, Seth. Nice to meet you, Snow. The way he said your name felt strange, and saying that it's cute. Yeah, you can tell the way his eyes squint, smiling behind that mask. You felt your heart flutter a little. I see. filling with your fingers nervously, just gazing down at the register screen, still unsure what else to say. You aren't exactly good at small talk, and he's still a stranger after all. You good at Snow? You glance back at him with a flustered manner. You must have really looked weird spacing out. You thought, alright, how much is it all? You're suddenly reminded of the task at hand, and you fumbled around to look at the total. Alright, it's about 25. He handed over a whole $50 bill, and as you were about to give him its change, he let out a short sigh, instead pushing over to your hand. Now, keep it as a tip. Lift your head in surprise. He took the purchase bar and cigarettes, stuffing them to his pocket, along with the receipt as he turned his back, walking towards the door. Before he stepped out, he gives you a look over his shoulder and waved his hands. Thanks for cigs, Snow. Catch you later. Sir. I mean, Seth. Thank you. Come. Ah! Sorry. A pick. Guitar pick. I don't know why I just always hold it in my mouth. Or every time I'm doing like streaming, I'm always holding this. Or like putting it in my mouth. I don't know. I'm always like in a guitar kind of mood, so. You returned the waving as you watched him exit the store. You sighed and looked at the change in your hand. I guess he's just a really nice guy after all. You smiled and put the change into the tip jar. You hope to see him again soon. A few hours have passed and no one had come in. You let out a quick sigh, alone again inside the store, dead at night. Not many people come around at this time. Most of the stuff already in place. It's incredibly cold. Not to mention how gloomy and boring the store looked overall. The owners really needed to upgrade the interior design. Yeah, so boring. You groaned out loud while placing your elbows against the counter lazily, your head resting against your palms. You glanced down at your watch to look at the time. It wasn't even past 10 p.m. yet. You huffed out a pout. I guess I'll do other stuff in the store for now. Wonder what's left to do. Standing from your chair and stretched to relieve a bit of stiffness from sitting for far too long behind the counter. Your eyes glance over at the little list your coworker left for you. So there was actually a few things to do. Supplier delivery and restock in the fridge. For once, Avery didn't leave all the heavy stuff to you for tonight, you thought as you looked at the paper. Put the paper into your pocket and headed over to the back to restock as you waited for the delivery for the store supply. Sorry about that. It didn't take too long for you to be able to finish up restocking the store's fridge, and you found yourself sweeping the floor. Soon enough, you hear what sounds like a heavy vehicle parking over to the side. That must be it. Just here earlier than I expected. You hummed in attention as you put the broom to the side and headed over to the storeroom of the place. It isn't exactly fun having to move all the boxes into the storage room alone, especially not with their usual delivery guy who calls himself Joe something. Wasn't really all that friendly. Now that you think about it, you're surrounded by really creepy people. Crappy people. No wonder you're feeling drained every time you work. And a little lonely, you sigh. Sometimes you wish you could have just enjoy it bit of the fun side of college. It let out a heavy sigh as you hear a knock, then followed with an unfamiliar voice on the other side of the door. Hello, this is, Blue Zip delivery service? Who are you? You open the door and are met with a pair of hazelnut eyes and dark green hair. They seem quite nervous. Who are you? Who are you? What do you want? Alright. Greet them back. Oh, hello. I haven't seen you around before. I thought Joe would be doing the truck delivery. You tilt your head with a confused look. The man before you look around nervously. Seems he wasn't used to talking much. He does look the type to be a bit shy. After a moment, he shuddered out a reply. Joe kind of got into an accident and is leaves. I was told to take his place until he recovers. He let out a soft and gentle and smooth voice. You know, despite the grim news about Joe. Oh, damn it, I see. He recovers very soon. There's a short silence between the two of you. More silence. Anyway, introduce. You cut the awkward silence. You breathe in and you open your mouth to speak. So in the meanwhile, since we're meeting more often, he looks at you with brows raised, as if surprised. Might as well get acquainted with the nervous man. Snow, you. Give a small smile, reaching out your hand to shake him in greeting. He looks away shyly, his cheeks flushed to paint pink for a moment, before he put his clipboard nestled on his side. He's shaking your hand for a brief moment, then he replies in the same gentle tone. I'm Simon Lee Willows, or just Simon. It's fine. You couldn't help but smile even more. There's something about him that felt nice. Was it his voice, his mannerisms? Whatever it is, you hoped he wouldn't be as mean as the others. If he does, No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It might be the worst cash for me. No. That's wrong. That's bad. Stop it. No. We don't be bitches around here. I get enough from Darkplan. Whatever it is, you hoped he wouldn't be as mean as the others. It's gracious. Interacting with new people was always hard, especially for you, but it seems like it's the same for him. He kept apologizing with the smallest things, like bumping you with his elbow on accident, as he lifted 2 of the boxes into the storeroom. I think the reason why the guitar pick is fidgeting, always felt like moving my hands, or I have this impulse to just play guitar, like stop stream and play guitar. So just holding this and just pretending to do this against my my leg helps to just stay focused on the stream. Sorry, that must be really tough to work with. No. Shake your head and smile at Simon. He looked quite flustered, poor guy. No, not really. I'm actually thankful you helped me with carrying the boxes. Oh, well, that's pretty much my job to help you, and I shouldn't leave all the work to you, but I'm glad. A faint blush of pink colored his cheeks. Smiling, what he said made you feel a little happy. He was kind. He chuckled and patted his shoulder. Oh, that's really sweet, Simon. If Joe was here, he would have just watched me do his work with carrying. Yeah. You're very nice, Snow White. Oh. Suddenly your phone buzzed loudly in your pocket. Quickly take it out. Oh, ready? Simon looks at you with a puzzled look. Is everything alright? Look back at him. The boxes are already so inside, so... I'll help. And I would be ashamed to shoo the poor guy away. Ah, well, it's time for someone else's work at this time. Shift Samurai to... Well, thank you for helping me move these boxes in. No problem. I'm glad to be of help, really. He shudders with a nervous look as he places the last box of bottled water onto the shelf. You know, you're pretty cool. See him stop for a moment and shyly turn to you. What? Cool? I mean, like... You pause for a moment, finding the right words to say. Giving compliments are exactly your forte. This guy is really nice and kind compared to the other people you've been with. Hoping maybe you'd actually have a friend who wouldn't bail on you or something else. It's nice to have someone to properly talk to, I guess. Simon blinks for a bit and gives a small, sheepish smile. Seen her. My coworkers aren't exactly as nice as you, Snow. It kind of makes it hard to come up and socialize. In a long while, you feel a bit at ease talking to someone. You two seem to have something in common, at least. Ah, that is true. But hey, for once I don't have to go home and gruel about my day. So, see you again next week. Smile at Simon and he turns you with a shy look. Probably overthinking, but his face looked more pink than before. I hope to see you again soon, too, Snow. Drive safe, buddy. Buddy. Take care, too, Snow. Buddy. Friend! Pal! Pal! Buddy! Friend! Point of view, I am friend zoning you. Friend! Buddy! Pal! Pal! Friend! Pal! You're my friend! You're my friend and nothing more! I love you as a friend! Nothing else! Alright. Horrible. Horrible. You're my friend. You are my friend. Friend. Pal. Buddy. Amigo. Friend zoning people is hard. You are a friend and there's nothing more. Oh my god. You are a friend, nothing more. How does it feel to be friend zoned? I hope you like it. I hope you like it. I hope you like being friend zoned. As soon as you close the back door, you let out a huge sigh and stretch your arms. Man, those boxes were damn heavy. Thank goodness for Simon. Time does really fly when you're busy doing something. Didn't think it would already be 12. Text your coworker back before you switch back from your uniform to your casual clothes. You took your seat back behind the register and said coworker arrived sooner than expected. You lightly clutched the strap of your bag and stepped out of the store, walking back home. As you walk across the street, heading home, as you let out a tired sigh, you looked around for a bit and turned at a corner. Around this time, you noticed how dark it was at night. You couldn't even see a proper street sign nearby. You weren't sure if you were going through the right street at this point. You looked around again. Weird. Didn't I take a left earlier? I'm too tired for this brain. Grown in annoyance and wonder why people still aren't fixing the lights up. It's no longer a mystery why there's been a crime rise these days. Man, they really need to fix the streetlights around here. I can barely see anything with how dark it is right now. Suddenly a freezing chill went up your back. With how cold and dark it was, you feel a bit anxious with your surroundings. Man, when I think about it, I should really be... What? Feel your head, heart beating faster. Started by the sun sounds coming from behind you. Okay, I really need to hurry. I can't hear the noises that I was guessing there is. Your blood ran cold as you heard it again. I don't hear anything. Is there meant to be something? Blood ran cold as you heard it again, turning your back again to check if anyone was there. Seemed you were the only one in that street. Was someone following you? You gulped at the terrifying thought. You held your back close and kept walking at a faster pace. First following me, I need to lose them. Where did I go? Oh, God. Hearing right. And I'm just listening to my gut. You took a turn to the right, taking a long path around your usual route. Eventually, you managed to get back home in one piece, your heart still racing from the spooky encounter. Okay. I don't know what happens if we go left. You back into the comfort of your own home, plopping down onto the bed, exhausted from work. Oh man, I must have been hearing things and got scared for nothing. I should really take that sick leave. You lay on your bed, recalling the events that happened throughout your shift. Tonight's been pretty eventful. Didn't think I'd run into such different people. But I guess it wasn't too bad. Felt your eyelids grow heavy from tiredness. You drifted off to sleep as you lay in your bed in the cold and comforting darkness. What? Person. Oh, to be continued. Oh. Alright. I'm gonna take a little break and we'll be right back. Alright. I'm tired.